We've got ourselves the Legends of the Franchise East Conquest map. I'm here to help you set it up, and it's going to be pretty simple. We have no missions where we have to capture any stronghold or steal any amount of fans before a specific turn. So all you're doing is going after the New York Mets to start things off. And you are going to restart each and every single time that you fall below 6 million fans inside this first simulation. That was the perfect simulation for us. We got ourselves 7 million fans. We're going to go after this 1 million. Now that we do have the advantage, we go ahead and win there. We're gonna go ahead and attack them once again. We win there. Luckily for us, both simulations went our way, and we have practiced the nipple approach on the New York Mets as we have now conquered each and every single one of their territories. Now what's going to be important for us in turn 2 is to see where they initially attack. That way we reinforce fans over there. I didn't get to keep a good eye on it when I first started moving out in terms of the map. Now against the Miami Marlins, what we're gonna do is reinforce right here. We're most likely not going to be able to take as many fans away from them, so you could even just decide to go ahead and fill out all of these open areas that you can while you can. At least we saw that the New York Mets attacked here first, so we're gonna waste a reinforce round just putting 3 million fans there. With the rest of the fans, we're gonna simply now begin to take all of these open territories. Once we do our next reinforced phase, we're gonna start diving in towards the Miami Marlins. So they're not gonna be able to hopefully beat our 3 million fans for a while, but now we're gonna skip to steal fans phase, we're gonna skip to reinforce, we're gonna get strong here, we're gonna skip to attack, and we're gonna start attacking that Miami Marlins stronghold, and they're most likely going to begin attacking us too. As you saw that 1 million fan territory or 2 million fan territory, they both attacked us. But what's great now is that we have blocked these two territories away from being reinforced. So that's going to help us greatly. They lose all of their simulations against us, so that also helps us out greatly here. And I am going to reinforce right here, and we're gonna look to do the same circle we did on the Mets. If they do beat us at that 1 million territory, it's gonna hurt us, but it's not gonna hurt us that bad. And they didn't go ahead and beat us. Unfortunately, we lost our next battle, which is perfectly fine. We're gonna skip to reinforce. They are still reinforcing that 2 million territory near the right side, so that is something to be a little worried about. The Mets have dropped us down to 2 million, so we're gonna reinforce that to 3 million, excuse me, whenever we get the chance to. And boom, we have the Miami Marlins circled in as well. Now I didn't get to get a real good look at where the Miami Marlins attack first, so I'm not gonna go ahead and reinforce any of these territories with the expectation that they're gonna go ahead and instantly attack me. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the reinforcements into this new leading territory, and I'm gonna start working towards the Philadelphia Phillies. And the reason why you practice this nipple approach, as we now know that the Miami Marlins always attack here first, the reason why you practice this nipple approach is as you circle them in, they are unable to reinforce any other territory. Once we got them to the point where they are unable to reinforce any other territory, it gives us an enormous advantage when it comes to Conquest, because what it allows us to do is to therefore prevent them from reinforcing those territories and making the simulations a whole lot easier for us. I felt like that was a waste in terms of moving fans or reinforcing fans there, because we just absolutely smoked them and we were able to beat that 4 million from the Phillies. So that was beautiful. Now pay attention to this move fans phase that I'm about to complete right here. We're going to reinforce all of the fans over here, and we're going to leave 2 million fans inside that leading territory for the Miami Marlins, as now we have 3 million blocking the Mets, we have 3 million blocking the Miami Marlins. We're gonna go ahead, circle off the Phillies. Once we circle off the Phillies, I think that we're gonna be a-okay in terms of either going after the Boston Red Sox, which seem to be pretty close, or you can even go after the Washington Nationals. And as you can see, these are pretty aggressive, I'd say, territories, because they are attacking back without a problem. I'm not sure if I want to attack this 1 million, but for some reason I kind of do, just to play it safe in a way. I know it's not going to be reinforced, but in order for me to have as many territories as I possibly can, another thing you want to pay close attention to is you don't want this territory to be circled in, because then you are forced to play a conquest game. And I'm not trying to be forced to play a conquest game. I'm trying to play these games out with the minimum amount of, let's say, turns I can possibly do this in, and the minimum amount of forced games I can possibly do this in. So since I reinforced and moved most of my territories over to that Philadelphia Phillies side, I decided to go right after the Boston Red Sox. I am going to reinforce 3 million up here. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is where the Phillies attack first, so I'm just going off of instinct since that's where they decided to go first last time. We're going to reinforce this leading territory, put 9 million over there, and we're going to start heading towards the Boston Red Sox. I'm not sure if you can make a full circle against the Boston Red Sox. You can. As you can see, the Miami Marlins have dropped down to 2, so that is something we're going to have to keep an eye on and something we're going to want to go ahead and defend. The Boston Red Sox are no easy task right now, I'll tell you that much. Easily. And we're going to reinforce, put 1 million more fans on this Miami Marlins territory, and then the rest on the Boston Red Sox. They have 6 million territory over there. That's a little scary. I'm not going to lie to you all. That puts a little bit of fear in my heart. So once we got them circled in, hopefully that 6 million territory decides to attack me before. Because if it doesn't decide to attack me before, it's going to easily be able to beat that 1 million territory. As you can see, they decided to attack us before, and they were able to easily beat that 1 million territory and make their way towards our path. But that's perfectly fine, because we're still good here, and we're going to be able to circle in the Boston Red Sox on this turn. And then we're probably going to start focusing on either A, cutting off that path for the New York Yankees, which is not 100% necessary either, as you guys can hear the sirens in the background. Excuse me for that. I know, very unprofessional of me, but how the hell can I tell these workers out here looking to save lives when to and when not to work, because I am recording. Alright, so we got the Boston Red Sox circled in. That means we're A-okay with the Boston Red Sox. We have seen that the Baltimore Orioles are looking to get a little bit greedy, which is fine with us. We're not really minding too much there. When it comes to the Boston Red Sox, I think I'm going to reinforce up. Oh, snap. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The Phillies are actually eating up territories down here. I didn't even realize that. So we're going to put 5 million fans, and then we're going to move this 3 million fan territory down there, because it seems like that might be where the Phillies actually go ahead and try to do most of their damage, as I skipped to steal fans' face by accident. Alright, at least this lets us know where most of them actually go to try to do their damage, right? At least it gives us that. We're going to put 1 million right there. And then some way, somehow, I'm going to get us out of this, alright? So we're going to skip to attack. We're going to attack this territory from the Phillies. Should have put more reinforcements there. That is my bad. 100%. This 6 million territory is going to attack this 1 million territory. And then here, we don't want to be circled in by the Phillies. We don't want to be circled in by the Yankees. We don't want to be circled in by any team. So we're going to start circling in ourselves. 1, to get ourselves all of these territories. And 2, it's also going to serve to lead us towards either the Blue Jays or the Washington Nationals, which most likely in this scenario is going to be the Washington Nationals. Since the Phillies went ahead and cut off our path, we're going to have to get this circle back together ASAP. And of course, we're going to have to take all of these territories back from the Boston Red Sox. Like I said, this is a very aggressive map compared to what we usually get in Conquest, and deservingly so. It should be a very aggressive map. We're going to go ahead and move these 3 million fans as well on over towards the Phillies, because I feel like we can use all the help we can get, especially since they are reinforcing pretty well. As we can see, where Boston Red Sox always attack first, we're going to know where to put our territories there, and we're going to be A-okay. So the Phillies usually attack down here first. That's where you're going to want to put your blocker. That's what I call them. And then for the Boston Red Sox, you're going to want to put your blocker right here at that 3 million territory. With all of these 12 million fans we have here, I'm not going to waste any turn. I'm just going to go ahead and try to capture as many spaces as I possibly can. without having to end the turn. That way, next time we reinforce, we have a lot more territories to reinforce, and we can start making our way either towards the Washington Nationals or the Toronto Blue Jays, whichever one it is. And we're getting some really good simulations here, which is definitely going to help our cause out greatly. So that is beautiful. That was probably one of the best simulation runs I've had in this Conquest map here. We're going to reinforce 3 million here. That's going to be our blocker. We already have our blocker right here. Now all we got to do is start focusing on going straight towards the Washington Nationals. After you circle in the Washington Nationals, I say you're probably a-okay, to be honest, and you can easily just continue on going towards either the Atlanta Braves, the Toronto Blue Jays, the New York Yankees. Like, after this, you're gonna have your own path to decide, and it's gonna be perfectly fine whichever path you decide to take. Be very careful here in the Washington Nationals. As you can see, they have a 5 million territory and a 13 million territory. So I don't want to overextend myself and go after that 15 million territory, 14 million territory, however many million fans they have over there. So if I had won, let's say for example, that battle, I most likely would have not attacked this territory right here until I knew that I had enough fans where I would be comfortable attacking that territory. Skipping a steal fans again. Keep an eye on your blockers. As you can see, the Boston Red Sox have been able to take one away from us. There have been a bunch of teams that have been able to take one away from us when it comes to the blockers. So we have to reinforce back to 3, reinforce this blocker back up to 3, reinforce this blocker back up to 3. The Baltimore Orioles are starting to basically juice themselves up. With this territory, we're gonna make our way towards their biggest two territories, which is the 5 million and the 14 million, and they're gonna most likely attack us with those territories, which is perfectly fine, because as long as we get rid of those territories being in those situations or in those areas, that is basically what I was aiming for here. And the more territories they waste on us, the more fans they waste on us, the easier it's gonna get for us as well. So that's no problem for us. We're going to skip to reinforce once again. This is probably going to be it for us when it comes to capturing the Washington Nationals full circled in. And I don't think there's really any other territory that really scares me. Once again, keep an eye on that circle in your initial circle, because you don't want the Yankees circling you in. You don't want any team, granted, circling you in. The 3 million is most likely going to attack me. Did we win? We won. So that's fine. And we're going to be able to, okay, we don't close them off this turn, but we should be closing them off very soon. Yeah, we should be closing them off very soon. And then, honestly speaking, I would suggest going after the Yankees and the Blue Jays, because they seem to be very annoying when it comes to trying to get your center stronghold. So I would go after the Yankees and Blue Jays. After you do that, and you basically have them backed up against the wall, you have completed this Conquest map in terms of just being able to just reinforce and live life freely. All right, we should be done here with the Washington Nationals. I'm going to try to keep an eye to see where it is they decide to attack first. We're going to put 3 million fans here. We're going to put 3 million fans here. Everything else has a good amount of fans. Now, with this territory, we're going to reinforce everything here. Make a straight beeline towards the New York Yankees and put their backs against the wall. Damn. These Blue Jays are annoying as well, but they're taking away our territory, but like the Washington Nationals are still circled in. So despite them taking away our territories, we're happy because the Washington Nationals still don't get to move. They still don't get to reinforce. And if the Washington Nationals were to attack that territory, it just make life a whole lot easier for us. The 5 million territory right there for the Washington Nationals. I'm going to keep it right there. I'm really not going to move it unless they attack one of our territories. We're going to close in the New York Yankees. Okay, we now know where the Nationals always attack first. So next time we reinforce, we got to move our fans over there. That's perfectly fine. The Yankees were able to smoke us completely. Jesus Christ. What a damn matchup we had right there. We're going to reinforce this probably to 10 million. Move the 5 million over to our new leading territory, which is the Yankees. Make sure you go ahead and reinforce the cappers back up, or the blockers back up to 3. Put these to 10 mil. This 5 million is probably safe right here, just because it prevents the Blue Jays from attacking us. but I want to go ahead and stop the Yankees as fast as possible, so I'm gonna move them over. If the Blue Jays attack us, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna have 7 million here to protect us, and the Blue Jays, that's perfectly fine. We're not worried about the Blue Jays at all. They can't circle us in over there. The Yankees just lost big time. And then 8 versus 14, most likely losing this. Didn't expect to get smoked though, I'll tell you that much. The Blue Jays, we're going to want to cut off that path as soon as possible, right? But first things first is basically beating the Yankees. Then we can focus on cutting off that path. We have 6 million fans over there blocking the Nationals, so we should be able to just circle them back, no problem. I'm not worried about this 1 million fan territory just yet. We'll focus on that whenever we start heading towards the damn Blue Jays. But for now, I just want to keep the Yankees where they're at. We're not going to be able to move this 9 million territory anywhere. So as of right now, we're perfectly fine. The Yankees don't get to reinforce anymore. And the more they attack us, the better it is for us, since they don't get to reinforce anymore. We're going to skip to reinforcements one more time. Now we're going to start making a beeline up towards the Blue Jays. And that should be it, to be honest. Is there anything? Oh, snap. The Boston Red Sox were able to actually bring us down to 1. So let's put 3 million fans in that territory. That's crazy, actually. I didn't even peep it. We're actually going to attack with this 5 million territory first. 5 million. Hopefully you beat the 2, no problem. Beat the 2, no problem. There's only 1 million left there. That's perfectly fine. Now with this 15 million, we're going to do the same thing we did with the Yankees. Just make a beeline straight towards the Blue Jays. You don't care about any of the other territories. Whatever they want to attack, you're fine with them attacking, because they're wasting territories. You can't attack that 8 million though. I'll tell you that straight up. This is really annoying. Like, this is really an annoying map. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully we win here. All right, we should be fine. We should be 100% fine actually now. We just go ahead, leave like 3 reinforcements to reinforce here, leave that at 3, right? We put the 19. Is there any other territory that needs to get reinforced? This one needs to get at least 1, right? We put the 2 mil into the 19. This is going to be a difficult task against the Blue Jays because they have a 12 million and a 17 million. Wow. Wow. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Same thing. Just reinforce everything here. Skip to attack. Head to the 2. Easy money. Head over here. Should be easy money. We should get attacked twice. We didn't get attacked once. I want to stay away from that 12. But I'm willing to go after the 16 just to weaken it down. And we're able to beat it too. That's beautiful. We're going to skip to steal. Reinforce one more time. Reinforce this to 3 mil. None of the blockers need reinforcements. We're going to reinforce the rest up here. They're going to most likely attack that 1 million territory with the 12 million territory, since it doesn't have a protector anymore. And that's fine. We're not mad about it, since now we have basically stopped all of their forward momentum on us. And now we can start focusing on attacking that 12 million territory, bringing it down as soon as possible. They're going to look to basically circle in the Washington Nationals, which at the end of the day helps us out greatly as well. So I ain't even mad at them. Instead, I'm actually grateful for what they just finished doing for us, except it could lead us to some trouble over here. You want to go ahead and recapture these territories as well, but honestly speaking, you should be good, should easily be able to reinforce any territory and start going after either the Tampa Bay Rays, the Baltimore Orioles, whichever territory it is you feel inclined to. As you will see here, that 6 million from the Washington Nationals will most likely attack that 2 million territory, and then that might lead them to attacking us next. So we want to keep an eye out there. They actually lost 6 million lost versus 2 million. What a great simulation for us. Since the Blue Jays can't reinforce that territory anymore, we should be a-okay. Versus the Baltimore Orioles, we have nothing to worry about when it comes to them either anymore. And I can't move those 14 million fans just yet until I make a straight beeline. So I'm not worried about them. Instead, what I'm going to worry on, or what I'm going to focus on doing, is just circling in the Baltimore Orioles. Once I circle in the Baltimore Orioles, then your path will probably be to circle in the Atlanta Braves, then make a beeline towards the Blue Jays and connect it so you can move those million fan territories. And then you would do the same thing, for example, towards the Tampa Bay Rays. And that is going to be it. If you did enjoy today's content, make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.